congratulations, Jake. My God, what an amazing performance you gave in this. And you also shot Enemy, which is also at this festival. Congratulations, with Denis.
Yeah.
And he recommended you for this role.
Yep.
Why do you think he saw you as this guy?
I feel like he wanted the character to be younger than what we would consider in a sort of cliche way, particularly for a detective. And there was a clash between these two guys, and for him it wasn't about two egos, it was about lots of people not trusting each other and why. And he found age, and I think he found sort of naivete and I think arrogance that I wouldn't say that I have, but he might. And I think that became a real tension between these two people. You know, the thing about Denis is that he sees the multifaceted layers, I think, of people as actors, as artists, as characters in a story, as human beings in general, and he's very loving and understanding of those things. And so that gives him an opportunity to look at the story from different angles and sort of more complicated angles than I think most directors would. And I think my age, I think also just us we worked together and we had an incredible time working together on Enemy, and we are very compatible artistically. We're like brothers. He's like an older brother, you know, like a lot older. And so that collaboration, it was hard, I guess, I hope, for him to say he wanted to extend it, and as the director, he had the opportunity, and when he offered it up, I took it.
I'm glad you did, because I thought you did an extraordinary job. And I want to ask you, you're playing a guy, he's a cop, and he gets involved with this extraordinary situation that any parent, uncle, anybody can relate to. But you're playing a cop, so you have to play the side that I can't get emotionally involved. But then in real life, you are an uncle, and you can't not bring something like that into your performance. And always, how challenging was it for you, Jake?
To me, what I was fascinated by when I was making this movie was how much he felt and how little he could show. You know, I think that we think of acting as a way of emoting, you know? And to me, it was an experiment and an experience in holding so much down. There was a lot of feeling. I'm an actor, I feel like, who will immediately want to connect in terms of vulnerability. That's what I want that. I want that in scenes. I want to find that place that you can sort of break open, and I never had that opportunity, but it doesn't mean that I wasn't feeling it. It gave me a real insight into human behavior that I never knew. That there can be so much love underneath something and underneath someone, and their drive can actually be love without having to ever say that or show that. And I believe about this character that is underneath him, because yes, there are people in my life that I love that I thought about every day when I was doing this, and would give my life for.
You know, Hugh Jackman, really? Is there anything this man can't do? Seriously?
He is a ridiculously good man, and it's annoying. Yeah. I just like, yes, I mean, yeah, he sings, he dances, he saves children. I mean, the guy it's frustrating.
What was it like going toe-to-toe with him? I mean, come on, really? And not dancing. I mean, no, seriously, the two of you, your scenes were so intense that I was saying that, you know, I've had the opportunity to interview both of you for so many years, but knowing Hugh so well, and he's such a damn nice guy. So for him to play this role, man, he dug deep. The scenes that you guys had, wow, there's some intense stuff going on.
Well, for me, what I was fascinated by was that too, because I had met him and I thought, what's going on? You know, like, what can we get at? You know, and what I found was this incredible vulnerability, and his strength comes from an engine of vulnerability. He is a man that I admire because he's not afraid to show that. And I think what's underneath is what you see in this performance. You know, in this performance is a man who is struggling deeply, the truth of who he is in so many ways comes out in some extraordinary scenes. I mean, he's extraordinary in the movie. And working with him was like, you know, we improv'd a lot. He loves improvisation, so do I. We would throw things back and forth at each other. We were questioning and trying to discover our characters together, particularly at the beginning. And those few scenes we did at the beginning and then towards the middle and at the end, we could feel an evolution, I think, both of us. And he was a real guide for me in what I was trying to figure out about Detective Loki, and I hope vice versa. But it was really, really fun. I mean, with a subject matter like this, which can seem not that way, it was incredibly fun acting, and invigorating and enervating, and you can see his energy is like that. I mean, I would say about Hugh is like, I don't think he's always like the nice guy. I think he's a good man, and you know, that's, I think, why he is who he is, why people love him so much, and why he's the extraordinary actor that he is.
Yeah. If you look back at your extraordinary career, what was the role for you that actually changed your life? You know, just turned it around for you?
My life?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if there's any role necessarily that changed my life. There are roles that have changed my career. My life is definitely my life, and things in it have changed it. But I would say a number of them. There's been an accumulation. What's been a blessing about my career is I now see that I'm 32 years old, and you know, I've been working for almost 20 years, which is a great privilege. And I feel like I'm just like chipping away, you know. I'm more and more every year, every performance, sort of trying to understand myself more and understand this work more and this craft, which is to do it well is really hard, and the people who do I admire, and I'm just looking out and watching them and trying to get anywhere near the way they do it.